We all know that in recent years, housing prices and interest rates have gotten to a point where we don't know whether we should hold out or bite the bullet. But I'll let you in on a secret.
Waiting is never the answer. And I'll let you in on another secret. There is a hidden gem in San Diego, a neighborhood where you can still buy a single family home for under $1 million. It's not in East County and it's not in South County either. It's right here in Normal Heights.
I'm Jamie Lennon, a local real estate agent, and today I'm showing you everything there is to know about living in Normal Heights. If you're looking to buy or sell anywhere in the greater San Diego region, as always, you can call, text, or email me anytime. All my contact information can be found in the description below.
Wedged in between two freeways and with easy access to downtown and the San Diego airport, Normal Heights is nothing if not central.
The neighborhood is bordered by the communities of Kensington to the east, City Heights to the south, and North Park to the west.
And without traffic, you're looking at about 15 minutes to get to the downtown area and the San Diego airport. And you're about 15 minutes to the nearest beach, which in this case is going to be OB, Ocean Beach, and Coronado. Just like most communities in San Diego, Normal Heights does have its own centralized downtown area off of Adams Avenue. And Adams Avenue runs through University Heights to the west and then Kensington to the east.
You'll find bookstores, boutique shops, restaurants, and cafes. There's the infamous vintage flea market that goes on about once a month. And most shops here are locally owned as well. And because Adams Avenue runs east and west through the community, it can be considered a fairly walkable area as well.
The name Normal Heights comes from the state normal school that was built in 1899 with its now predecessor SDSU in its place. But don't let the name fool you, because oftentimes residents refer to this area as abnormal heights. And that's because this area is considered much more than what's referred to as normal.
And that's mainly in part because it very much has an eclectic style. It is, in all sense of the word, unique.
In the 1920s, this area became a popular spot for artists and intellectuals, and it attracted this kind of vibrant cultural scene, and it's done such a great job at maintaining that spirit.
The first thing you'll notice here are the vintage style homes lining the streets.
The community has a large art and music scene. There's local galleries, there's theaters, there's music venues. This community in all sense really supports creativity and artist expression. But just like other communities in the Metro San Diego area, there's gonna be good parts and not so good parts. And that's fairly common because the majority of this part of San Diego was built around 1906. So lots of changes throughout the years.
Normal Heights remains in many ways divided by Adams Avenue, with less crime and bigger homes on the streets north of that thoroughfare. Some might see it as two different communities, really.
But that's not to say that the streets south of Adams Avenue are bad by any means. You just find more multifamilies there, more apartment buildings, and so the streets tend to be more congested because there's limited parking. What I'll say is this neighborhood is over 100 years old, and some areas have been restored more than others.
Normal Heights is considered an eclectic neighborhood, unique in all sense. But the biggest draw is it offers San Diegans more space for their money.
Right now in 2023, the average price for a single family home is $1 million. And for those who don't want to be limited to a condo, I'm here to tell you,
there is light, friends. The cost for housing in the city of San Diego has increased 26% since June of 2020. Let's put that in perspective.
$1 million house in the summer of 2020 would now cost upwards of $1.26 million. And honestly, that's being conservative because we see some areas experiencing higher appreciation in the 30s and 40s.
Let's take this home for example. This home located in downtown San Diego, or more specifically in the Cortez Hill neighborhood, it sold June of 2020 for $689,000 and just recently sold on October 2nd for $959,500.
That's a 39% appreciation in 3 years. And it wasn't a flip, it wasn't a major rehab before going back on the market. They updated the floors and that's pretty much it. The cost for housing has gone up and will continue to go up. But the desire to own property is never going away. It will always be a dream. And for those who are struggling to see the benefits of buying a home in the current market, I want to encourage you to explore communities such as Normal Heights, to understand that there are going to be opportunities for you out there and opportunities to live somewhere that you're proud of.
The average price for a single-family home here in Normal Heights is about $967,000, but opportunities to buy a home for under $900,000 is still absolutely possible.
Just make sure you're keeping record of when this video was recorded.
It's one of the last desirable communities in San Diego where you can purchase a single-family home for less than $1 million. But you know, seeing is believing, so let's go check some out.
This first house I wanted to show you, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, single-family home, and it's listed for $799,000. It has 900 square feet, which is a pretty decent size for a 2-bedroom, and it was built in 1928. The cool thing is this property has an ADU in the back. I will say it's not very large, so you probably aren't going to rent it out, but you can use it for additional living space, a home office, home gym, or just some guest quarters, pretty much whatever you want. And the best part is, it is move-in ready. This baby is all updated. This last home is listed a bit higher at $929,000, but it is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with a detached 2-car garage. So a potential ADU conversion, or even better, adding the ADU above the garage. And that, my friends, is how you build wealth buying real estate.
It's very common to see multi-units on a single property here, mainly because it's encouraged by the city in an attempt to remedy the shortage of housing here in California.
You're gonna find a lot of multifamilies here, or listings that are listed as multifamilies because additional ADUs or accessory dwelling units, you have converted garages, all that has been added over the years, and with more housing equals more cars. So one thing you'll notice are the streets tend to be quite congested, but this neighborhood is over 100 years old and cars were not necessarily taken into consideration. I mean, most of the single family homes here, they only have 1-car garage.
If you're someone who looks to live in a not so normal community, a vintage style community with craftsman style bungalows and Spanish revival homes with bohemian character, then I would highly recommend checking out Normal Heights.
It offers residents that historic charm with modern energy, but more importantly, it allows for people to achieve their goals of buying a single family home. Hey, thanks for being here with me today. And if you have any more questions on Normal Heights, make sure you leave your comments and questions down below. And as always, whether you're looking to make a move in 1 month or 1 year, know that you can give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, because we want to help you make a smooth move out to the best of the West when the time is right. And I'm going to leave you the same way I always do, friends, and that is to stay classy. San Diego.